Let's try and remove this cat from its background, its white background, put him on a black background. One of the things that we can do is we can use our channels to help us get started with a good mask. So what I do is I go into my channels palette, and if you're not seeing it, be sure and go into the windows and make sure channels is checked. And then let's look at each of the channels. There's our red. What we're looking for is the channel that provides the most contrast. The green looks pretty good. Oh, this blue looks even better. Now, typically what we would do is we would make a duplicate of this channel and work on the channel. But let me show you a different tact to use. I am going to click on this thumbnail with my command key held down, control key on a PC, and click. And that makes a selection of the blue channel. I'll go back up here, click on RGB to get all the channels activated. Go back to my layers, and I will add a mask to this channel. Alright, or actually to this layer. And if I hold my Option key down, Alt key on a PC, I can just look at the mask itself and work on it right from here. Now, we know that in order for the mask to be correct, the background needs to be black and the cat needs to be white. So I'm going to invert this mask by pressing Command I or Control I on a PC. And now we've got a good start on that. There are some things that I can do. One is I can go into the image menu and I can do an apply image. Let's choose screen. That seems to work at brightening that. Look at the before and after by switching off this preview. Let's go ahead and click OK on that. And we can do levels on it as well. We can hold our command key down, control key, press L for levels, and we can brighten that up even a little bit more. I'm watching the hair on the edge. I don't want to mess with that too much. All right, hit OK. Another tactic we can use is we can get our brush tool and switch our brush tool into one of the contrast modes. For example, overlay. I'm going to zoom in by pressing Command plus or Control plus and show you what that will do. All right. So for example, in overlay mode, if I switch to black paint over here, I can paint on this and you'll notice that it's not affecting the white too much. I mean, it does affect it a little bit, but not a great deal. And I can get some of that fuzzy white stuff along the edge. Where we have a little bit of white noise there. And you can see that it doesn't really affect the white too much. So we can pull out some of this shadow here, and you see how that's working that. Now if I switch over to white paint, it does exactly the opposite. And if I get close to the edge, now I want to kind of leave that hair alone. You'll notice that each time I click, let go of the mouse and click again, it goes over it one more time. Make my brush a little bit smaller right here. And I'll come in and work that edge just a little bit more. Go back big again. So you can kind of see what's happening there. And we'll go out into the tail. Now you'll notice that I've tried to leave the edge of the cat where the fine hairs are alone. Let's have a look. So I can hold my Option key down and click on this again. That would be your Alt key on a PC. And I'm going to add a layer below. If I hold my Command key down or my Control key, click on it, that will put a new layer below the current layer. And since my background color is black, I can hold my Command or Control key down and hit Delete or Backspace and see how it looks. Now, one of the things that I can do with this is I can just work on the masks some more using that same technique. So for example, right here, I can, still in overlay mode, choose black. I have to make sure that I've clicked on the mask though. No, I'm on white. Choose black. And I can work these edges just a little bit more, like down in here along where the hair is, and so forth. So you can work that to the point where it's looking good to you. You can fill back in places where maybe it got lost a little bit along, like here on the edge of the ear and so forth, and then you're done.